Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are checking into the Helios Grand Hotel here at Universal Orlando. This is their newest hotel and it is the one that is closest to Epic Universe, giving you walking access into the park. Let's check out this room. We are in room 472 and we booked a 2-queen park view room. Wait until you see this view. When you first enter the room, you have a huge full-length mirror so you can do a quick fit check before you walk out the door. And then over here to the left is a fairly decent sized closet. Nothing huge, but it does have room for hangers. And there's also a small wall safe for any valuables that you want to keep. You do have an individual thermostat for each room so you can control the temperature. And then this room, again, like I said, is 2 queens. There are a few king rooms available, but they're few and far between. And there weren't any available when we booked this room quite a while ago. So that's just something to keep in mind, that you're most likely going to have to book a 2-queen room for this hotel. There are 4 of these small lights that just flip on and off for reading. So you can read easily from bed. And then over here in the middle is where you sort of have your kind of hub for all the things. So there are 2 US outlets, USB-A, USB-C plugs as well. So plenty of places and spaces to plug in all of your things. And there's a set of these on each side. This iPad tablet has a lot of really cool features. So you just click it to turn it on like a regular iPad. And then you'll see all these different boxes that you can just click on to access different things. So you can place a room request. So if you need something from housekeeping, you can scan a QR code to connect to their in-room Wi-Fi. There's information about seasonal offerings like Halloween Horror Nights. There's a whole section that gives you information all about the hotel, the theme parks and City Walk, including park hours, resources, which is just various things around Universal Orlando. And then you can also view your guest folio, which is going to give you all of your different room charges. So you can keep track of those. You can scroll over here to the room controls, and it has a lot of really neat features. So you can control every single light, every single curtain, whether it be the sheers or the full curtains, and you can adjust them to however you want. So if you only want them partway open, you can double click on those buttons and it'll control that. You can also control the temperature like the AC, low, medium, high, or leave it on auto. There's an explore dining feature. You can click on all the different restaurants, whether it is at the hotel or anywhere around on property at Universal, view menus. And then there's also a media tab. And it controls the television. You can also watch Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, YouTube, just log in with your account information and you'll be able to view those. And then again, there's also a connect button. So instead of the phone ringing, they could send you messages directly to the room and you would get a notification on screen. They also left us 2 complimentary waters, which is a nice touch. You don't see that very often, and a couple of chocolates and some hand sanitizer. And then you do have some drawer space here that has a TV remote inside, or you can control the TV as well from the iPad setup. And then over here you have a small seating area with just a chair as well as a small table, a lamp here. I think this fits in really well with the overall decor. They did a really nice job in here with the color palette as well as sort of the theme of the overall hotel. They've really captured it well in these rooms. There are adjoining rooms available at this hotel. They are by request only and never guaranteed. So even if you have a large party that's going to require 2 separate rooms, you may be lucky enough to get an adjoining room, you might not. Again, it's request only, so you're kind of rolling the dice with that. So just something to keep in mind for bigger parties. They do offer suites at this hotel as well. Over here you have a small coffee maker with some pods as well as cream, sugar, all the things that you might need. Huge flat screen TV, ice bucket, as well as a couple of glasses. And then down here you do have a small like dorm size refrigerator that you can throw some water, soda, whatever you want to in there. And then over here there are 4 really large drawers. They're deep and they are all 4 the same size. And then shifting over here, there's a nice little desk area, a phone, so if you need to get a hold of the front desk. Another feature they have here that's really nice is text feature. So I don't have to call the front desk if I need something. I can just send a quick text. They sent a welcome text when we checked in, so I knew the number to text if we need anything. So that just makes things, again, super easy if you need anything from the front desk. And then in here is the bathroom. It has a big sliding door, a single sink vanity, lots of drawer storage in here as well. A nice lighted makeup / shaving mirror. And then in here, there is a really nice tiled shower with a bench seat with glass doors. I'll give you a little closer peek at the brand of amenities they have here. It looks like just a single shower head. And then this has a sliding door as well, so you can divide this bathroom up into 2 parts. And then this is what you are paying for with this room. So again, we booked a park view room. So some rooms at this hotel are going to overlook the parking lot, but if you want to pay the premium price, you're going to get an amazing view. And then this is, again, what you're really paying for with this room category. So we are completely overlooking pretty much all of Epic Universe. We can see people coming and going, an amazing view of the fountains that do have some shows various times of the day. They are coordinated by the same people who created the fountains at the Bellagio and those shows. So really excited to see that, especially at nighttime. And this hotel does enter right into Epic Universe. So you have your own entry and exit. So this is the prime location if you're really focusing on Epic for your Universal trip. This is a really good option for you. It doesn't get any better than this. A couple of things I do want to call out. Number one, the room is smaller than I anticipated for the price point. Price point wise, unless you can get it on a really good deal, which they do have some sporadically, you're going to pay very similar to what you are paying at like the Grand Floridian at Walt Disney World. It's even priced a little bit higher than the other premier resorts at Universal. What's unique about this resort is that you do not get the included Express Pass Unlimited like you do at Portofino Bay, Lowe's Royal Pacific, and the Hard Rock Hotel. So something to keep in mind. Again, it's a really high price point. You don't get that same added benefit. However, I expect that that may change over time. So at the time of this video, it's not included, but stay tuned because it may be included at a later date. I am an expert in all things Universal. I love coming to Universal. I know the ins and outs of these parks better than anybody. I would absolutely love to help you plan your trip. My trip planning services are always free to my clients. All of my contact information will be down in the notes below. Feel free to reach out if you would like some help planning your next Universal Orlando vacation.